morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've given me on this YouTube journey. All right. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. I know who you are. Thank you, babe. Give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or when I go live. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very grateful for all of your love and support. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So today is July 1st. So we're doing a midweek energy check-in. Let's see what's going on. What does the element of water need to know today for the midweek check-in? Okay, so something about your tribe, finding your tribe at number 8 there. See the giraffes. See, there is a lot of birds on this card. There's some leaves. It kind of looks like a crow right there. This looks like maybe a hummingbird, or there's a parrot. But what's getting my attention is the giraffe. Water signs. Oh, look, there's another bird. So birds of a feather flock together. We got round and round. So something keeps going around and around and around and go. Where it lands, nobody knows. I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm just channeling here. You got somebody who's really thinking about a situation here, thinking about maybe putting something out. We have 3 8s. 44 is an 8. We have 11 here, so 811. We also have an 8 on this card, right? So, yeah. All right. So, milk and honey in reverse. So, it's coming in reverse, water signs. So, there could be a bit of sourness here for somebody. So, it could be feeling sour. 51. So, a taste of prosperity, opportunities, born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met, but it's in reverse. So, nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means of escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return. You need to re-up until you're exhausted. Before the feelings return, and you need to re-up until you're exhausted. I don't know, something about being exhausted. Now you're feeling worse than before. You may continue struggling, or you may see light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors of regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel the love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing, and that's all that counts right now. So, water signs, you could be struggling with something, and you got your spirit team coming in and telling you to serve these struggles, these worries, and these negative behaviors over to the divine so that you don't regret doing something that you may regret later. Something about your tribe. It could be a mob of people. This is something that is like a repetitive pattern, and it could have something to do with your mental body. So you need to find balance. Again, this is a repetitive cycle. Round and round and round we go. Where it lands, nobody knows, right? So 8, 7, which is a 15, which boils down to a 6. So 6 could be significant. All right, what are the crows warning the element of water about? So you're asked to be surrender something over divine. Yeah, to find balance. This bird is look, the bird is on a wire, right? But no matter what is going on outside of it, around it, it's still on that wire sitting. Like nothing can knock you off of it. Something about nature, go out in nature, ground your energy. This may be something you need to. Yeah, because you have somebody who's overstepping your boundaries. Somebody could be being very territorial. This is catching your attention, right? You're definitely you and your person, water signs, are heavily protected. You cannot make this stuff up. You're heavily protected. You got somebody around you who's very angry. So ask yourself, is reacting out of negative emotion going to be really worth the risk? Because you have somebody who's mocking you, mimicking you, because they're in it for their own self interest, right? So they're overstepping their boundaries. They're stepping on somebody's toes. They're being territorial here. So don't do something that you're going to regret later, is what Spirit is telling you. Stay in balance and ground your energy, because whatever this is, it's not going to knock you off of your wire that you're sitting on. Okay. So hand this, whatever this is, over to the divine, because the divine will handle it. Trust me. When I tell you the divine will handle it, I mean it, water signs. The divine will absolutely handle it. So I definitely could be talking to somebody who has air somewhere in their chart. Look at all the wind. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I always say about when I'm watching the other videos anyways, because I feel like sometimes there's a message in each one of the videos for everybody, because we all have different elements in our chart, in our birth chart. So let's see. Let's get out of the D's and go to the B's here. Have you ever noticed how even on windy days, crows and other birds can stay perfectly positioned on a telephone wire? They seem almost unfazed or bothered by the wind. So definitely an air energy coming through here, who is testing your internal strength. So don't do something you're going to regret later. Stay unfazed and unbothered by this situation. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you are water signs. You are. So this person is blowing some wind. Like that's what they're doing. They're like a wind bag. Right? That's exactly what's going on. They're a wind bag. You need to understand that's just something that they keep repeating. Right? They keep repeating it. And they're thinking of new ways to get under your skin, to trigger you, to try to throw you off that wire. They're doing it on a repetitive basis. But the thing is that you're balanced, right? You're balanced. And, because it keeps catching your attention that somebody is overstepping your boundaries, but you're protected. So you need to waterproof yourself and allow this windbag to their emotions and whatever they got to say just to wash off of you. And I feel like you are, and somebody's angry. So now somebody may want to come in and take some sort of a risk here. So you're being asked to pay attention out in nature, ground your energy. This could be something that's happening outside. Something could be catching your attention outside. So this is like the Ace of Cups. This card's equivalent to the Ace of Cups, which talks about trusting your intuition. Because there's definitely something that is going to catch your attention about this. So don't do something that you'll regret later. The connection to nature that fills our spirit and reunites us with divine energy. So definitely hand this situation over to the divine. Don't react. Living in a space full of concrete buildings, it can feel as though Mother Nature resides so far away, but she is here. In the grass that sprouts up in the cracks in the sidewalks, in the overgrown empty lots, in the birds that mingle with us in the park. All we need to do is look, and we will find that connection. Nature asks that you see the evidence of the divine energy that is all around you, regardless of the landscape. So, regardless of how somebody sees you, right? You're still connected. That's crazy because was it yesterday? I think it was. When I had to feed the cat, and I heard a really weird. I don't know if it was somebody who was just being stupid as a neighbor, or if it really was some sort of a crazy ass bird. I don't know, but balance. Yeah, good news is coming. Good news is coming. Every day is a fresh start. Everything has beauty, but not everybody can see it. So you need to see the beauty of the situation, of this person's agenda. Or an idiot, ready or not, right? Ready or not, something's coming. Yeah, the best dreams happen when you're awake, learning new things. Let me put that card up. I read that book. So somebody could be doing spells on you. Somebody with long dark hair, or somebody just has dark hair. It doesn't have to be long. It looks like it's shoulder length. Yeah, this could be an X, or they could be doing it with an X. Sure. Yeah, remain balanced. Again, ground your energy, water signs. It's very, very important. Stay in this Zen nature as to not allow them to trigger you, right? And see the beauty, right? Like laugh at them. Ha ha ha. You're going to get somewhere, but you're not, right? Yeah. Live a life of happiness. Live fully, create happiness, speak kindly, hug daily, smile often, hope, laugh freely, seek truth, inspire change, and love deeply. And, the signs are showing you, hey, sometimes shit happens, right? I feel like that's what this person is saying. They want to come in and say hello. So the signs are showing you that there is some sort of news coming your way, some sort of wind bag, right? The wind blowing. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and clarify. Look, the sun's coming out. So it's positive. Milk and honey in reverse for the element of water. Milk and honey in reverse for the element of water. Please and thank you. Somebody could be very bitter. Yeah, Knight of Michael. Time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. So this could be somebody who is somebody who's blocked. This talks about the big bag, right? The Knight of Swords. So yeah, choose logic over emotions and don't react to this person. This is somebody who is maybe wanting to come in quickly. Somebody who may be coming in quickly just to trigger you, saying, "Oh, I have some good news. Let's start over," right? But it's what I feel like they're doing is they don't want you to see their true agenda. Is what I feel, because it says everything has beauty, but not everybody can see it. They don't want you to see their true agenda. So with the balance card and good news coming, it could have something to do with maybe something being justified, rectified. Um, so this is definitely somebody who's like trying to strong arm you. Yeah, look, the moon. Something that was hidden is coming to the light when it comes to this person. Something that was hidden is coming to the light. You could have also seen this in your dreams. Mm-hmm. About divine. Look, I'm telling you, somebody is close to the divine. Somebody has divine authority. Somebody has high divine ranking here, whoever I'm talking to. Right? It's high divine ranking. So somebody could be realizing somebody's spiritual rank. Um, so what I feel like I'm trying to do here is take an alternative approach to the situation. We have divine guidance. This is Taurus and milk honey. So they're trying to take an alternative approach to a situation to mess with your finances. Taurus rules our finances. Venus in Cancer can be significant. So, finances, possessions, values, daily routines, and your environment, right? Nature, something about your environment. So, this person may you again step on your toes, overstep their boundaries. And this is going to catch your attention. Could be two people, could be a couple for some of you. So definitely Rain-X yourself. Don't allow these people to get under your skin. All right, so balance, good news. Every day is a fresh start. Ready or not, everything has beauty, but not everybody can see it. Eight of Raphael. So you need to do what is right for you by walking away. This person could be upset because I feel like they don't want to leave something alone, is what I feel. So it's like every day they're thinking up a new way to trigger you, to to do something. This is somebody who feels they're better than you. This is also somebody who could be very envious. Clarify the Knight of Swords for Milk and Honey. Clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse for Milk and Honey in reverse. This is somebody who is like, you're going to regret leaving me. Hey, I don't know where that's coming from, but hey, it's not of Michael. This is somebody who is all in their head. Somebody who is very worried, very focused on triggering you. Somebody is very focused on tripping you, making you feel guilty for something. This is somebody who did not want you to leave. So what did they do? Pull on your heartstrings, caused you a lot of nightmares, played a lot of mind games with you. Yeah, this is somebody who took it to the extreme, right? Now somebody may regret doing this, right? So doing something they'll regret. So don't allow this person to get in your head. Don't allow them to trigger you. Because there is definitely something better coming your way. If they made it their own personal quest to play a lot of mind games with you, to keep you all trapped up in your head, give you a lot of worry, anxiety, not sleeping at night, causing you a lot of nightmares. See how he's sitting there in his bed? See the owl coming through? To me, owls talk about your ancestors. Hand over this worry to the ancestors and don't react. Because that's what they want to do. They're committed to getting a reaction out of you. So they're trying just different ways, right? With the wind energy. They're trying different ways to knock you off that line. Because, listen, it's not because of really who you are, like on a personal level. This is because of your connection to the divine, the authority that you have the divine. So they don't want you to see, they don't want people to see you in a very balanced way. They don't want to see you connected with the divine. They would rather see you in this anxiety, in this worry, in this mental mess, right? So, okay, let's clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse when it comes to balance. The Eight of Cups in reverse, what's Seven of Arrows? So their plan backfired. Their plan backfired. Their plan backfired because somebody did not knock somebody off that wire. 789 can be significant. 789 talks about you're mastering something. You're mastering some sort of a lesson. This was a hard lesson. So yeah, they're playing backfired. You're still getting the good news. I feel like they didn't want you. This person in a Knight of Swords energy. They didn't want you to see the truth of what their agenda was for somebody here. This is somebody who invested a lot of time, energy into this. Somebody who thought they were better than you. All right. All right. So nature, balance, and Zen. Nature, balance, and Zen. For cards are warning in nature, balance, and Zen. Ooh. Wow. Knock these cards over. So somebody's getting knocked off here. Like knocked over, knocked off their pedestal. Because they keep repetitively keep doing something. They're always thinking of new ways to do it, right? They're so obsessed with me. Page of Cups in reverse. So I feel like whoever you are, it's like you don't really care because this is somebody who um, they thought that they were going to trigger you because you didn't get invited somewhere. That's what they thought. So this is somebody who gained a lot of insights by seeing something from a different perspective as to why they did. Yes, Six of Raphael. Now they may want to come back in and rekindle something, rekindle a friendship, rekindle whatever ship this is. I'm seeing 6, 7, 9. Because now they may be seeing how truly connected that you are to the divine. This person thought they were better than you. So I feel like this person played on a lot of your childhood wounds here. And that was their plan. Was to turn your milk honey sour and bitter. This person is very, very bitter. And they're obsessively thinking, how can I put a stronghold? What can I do, right? To knock them off balance. Balance and balance. What can I do to knock them off balance? What can I do? This person thought that you were on a high horse, but in actuality, you're not. It's like you could care less. You would rather be alone than be with somebody fake. Like I said, they were doing this on a repetitive basis. Try to turn everything that you're creating sour. This is a bitter Betty, a sour scene. Sour Sally. A Sour Sally, a Bitty Becky, Bitter Becky, Bitty Betty, whatever. You get it. I'm a little tongue twistered. Look, Chariot, talking about Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Another 7. So yeah, so don't do something stupid that you're gonna regret. Is what Spirit is telling you. Release the feelings of regret. Because this person is just playing a lot of mind games. Yeah. So somebody could also be regretting something. Maybe they're up late at nights, and restless nights, having a lot of nightmares. Somebody could have had a nightmare about the situation. And they were very determined to block you from moving forward. They were very determined to keep you off balance. They were very determined to trigger your shadow side. But I feel like whoever you are, you, like, Spirit warned you not to accept this invite, or not to, right, not to retaliate against something. Somebody also could be getting in a wreck for somebody here. Somebody could have gotten in a car wreck. So somebody definitely, somebody doesn't want to take accountability here. They don't want to take accountability. Clarify the 8 of Cups in reverse when it comes to good news, ready or not. So, yep, somebody's being called out. Somebody's under judgment. Yep. We have the Justice card in reverse, because it's like they think something's unfair and they wanted revenge. So they did something on purpose out of past wounds. Because it's like they didn't want you to walk away. Now they could regret doing something. So we have the Judgment card. So judgment, somebody's heart's being weighed here. Again, somebody did something to get revenge, or they think something's unfair. So they could have did something in the past when it comes to the legal system. Somebody could have also oh my goodness, let me think here. Somebody could have signed something here when it comes to a car. Something about a car with the Charioters. And now they could be regretting some sort of a choice they did in the past. They may want to come in and ask for forgiveness. They could be hoping that something goes in their favor when it comes to a court situation. Because they definitely did something on purpose here. They did something on purpose to get an outcome that they desired. Also, too, with the Judgment card, I feel like somebody handed something over to the divine. I feel somebody handed something over to the divine. Somebody also could be in jail. Could be in jail. Four of Michael. Somebody's definitely sick. Somebody could be very stressed out. Very stressed out because they did something out of range. Possibly in April. I feel like they did it so many times that they were just hoping that you would give up. This is somebody who's thrown a rock's hiding hands. And they stayed determined to keep repeating it over and over and over. And now, again, they're under judgment. Judge and justice in reverse. So I feel like here, you really need to chill out, relax. Don't allow the stress and the worry to get the best of you. And don't do something to get even. Because if you do, you're going to regret it. Stay committed to trusting the messages that come in from the divine. Because you definitely have somebody here who could have the green eyed monster, who is like throwing a rocks, hiding hands, and does not want to. Because look, you took all them rocks that they threw at you and you built something out of it. We have bitter Becky, right? Who, or sour Sally, who was like they just kept doing something over and over and over. It's like somebody drinking a cup of poison and expecting somebody else to die. Because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you have a very high calling. You have a high calling here. And I feel like somebody did not realize your divine ranking, your spiritual ranking. So somebody could be coming your way and saying, I'm sorry, right? Please forgive me. I regret, you know, doing what I did out of revenge. I was determined no matter what the cost. What's the chariot in reverse for? What's the chariot in reverse for? What's the chariot in reverse for? Three of Ariel. So they could have did something to you. Seven of Michael. So the villain is about to be exposed. Who all was working together behind the scenes to backstab and betray you. Yep. Trying to sever your divine connection on a repetitive basis. This is somebody who come in and acted as they were a friend. This also could be a coven, could be a church group, could be some sort of a structure or institution. Absolutely somebody could be in jail, could be in spiritual jail. And now the three people that work together are about to be exposed. Hmm. Because somebody that they come up against has a very high calling. Somebody could be definitely be in spiritual jail. Absolutely. And now they could be sick and they could be worried. So somebody is very, very bitter. 13. Somebody could literally be on their, said, yep. Um, somebody may need to somebody may need to come clean about something that they did with the Seven of Swords. Somebody's going to come clean. Somebody's name is about to be cleared. Why do I feel like somebody signed a contract, possibly with a car? Could have either paid somebody or paid to do something. Somebody's magic could have backfired, or this could be coming in Mercury retrograding Cancer. Mercury retrograding Cancer is exposing the villain. Now, somebody may want forgiveness for throwing the rock against somebody who has divine action. Because every rock that they thrown didn't knock them off that wire. Instead, they trusted. They didn't pick the rock up and throw it back. They trusted spirit. They took that rock and they built something. Because spirit warned them, don't fight back. You will regret it. Somebody could have been trying to set somebody up, a mob of people to come up against somebody as well with the Three of Three of Ariel. Somebody could have gathered up a mob of people. Somebody could have did a humiliation spell. Mm-hmm. And it could have backfired. And it's about to be exposed. Because the Seven of Michael talks about, the mob of people who were spying, lying, gossiping, spreading rumors, right? Pointing fingers, telling a lot of lies. That person connected to the divine. They don't have divine authority, right? So I'm going to stay determined to block them from moving forward and answering that call. This is about to come to light. Because somebody didn't want you to be happy. They cause a lot of shit. The signs showed you that, right? That this person's hello was full of this, right? To keep exploring, talk about signing something. Somebody was warned to quit. This person could be coming in, oh, I have a crush on you, right? I want to be with you, but I wouldn't trust it because I feel like they're in a third party situation. All right, let's finalize this reading for the element of water. We definitely have Mercury retrograding Cancer coming through here. So whatever this message is, just say, okay, whatever, because again, all the rocks that were thrown at you, you built from. You balanced it out. No matter what they did to you, no matter what they threw at you in your dreams or whatever mind games that they were playing, you quickly grabbed that rock and strategically placed it. And they're sour. Now they want to come in, oh, I regret, right? I regret teaming up with this coven, right? I regret it. This could very well be getting in a car wreck. Time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing you're there. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Yeah, you listen to that. You breathe through this situation. And you listen to your internal guidance because your internal guidance warned you, right? They warned you. Don't worry. Don't worry, angels. We got you. Don't worry, the angels. We got you. Yep. And now somebody's getting a new beginning. Some sort of good news is coming in, right? You're getting a fresh start. Ready or not, here it comes. So, yeah, so step back from the drama, right? Don't get involved in it because you're being called, and that makes sense. A judgment card. You're being called. You got to answer your call, water signs. You're being called to do something. You're being called to your spiritual purpose. So you answered the call. You took that step back. You didn't throw the rocks back. Instead, you took the rocks and you built something. And now you got bitter Betty and sour Sally who is upset. And now they regret doing what they are doing because now they're in spiritual jail. And your light activated, right? Because you trusted your instincts. Awakened acceptance of divine love, giving, receive in balance. I'm telling you, Archangel Raguel done stepped up in the house. Somebody was hating on you, sending you the evil eye, right? So you chose peace. Somebody was sending you the evil eye, green-eyed monster. Look, snakes. A sneaky snake. All right. Thank you for watching Water Signs. That is your midweek check-in. Please go watch your weeklies, go readings, go watch the rest of the readings I just did. I feel like they all tie in together. So that's what I have for you for your midweekly check-in. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.